is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alright guys, good morning everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are tuning in from the world right now. It is currently close to 7 a.m. Stock market just opened, so it opened pretty strong, I'm not going to lie. The stock market opened right here. It looks like we are getting ready for the recovery shape, although I'm not convinced yet. I'm going to tell you guys why in just 1 second. Let me just drop the link right here. If you guys have not liked the stream, make sure you guys like the stream. Oh yeah, music is too loud, you're right. Yeah, thank you for that. That was supposed to be for the pre-music. Sorry about that. You're right, the music is indeed too loud. Alright, can you guys hear me now? I need to know if you guys can hear me. I think you guys could hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if the music is okay. Yeah, better. All right, perfect. All right, so let me just drop the link in the Discord real quick. If you guys have not joined the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord. Let me just drop it right here real quick. 1 second. Bro, Bitcoin is flying. Yeah, Bitcoin is indeed flying. By the way, make sure you guys like this live. This is the first time I come live in probably like 3 days, something like that. So make sure you guys like the live if you guys haven't. We're going to be talking about the total. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin chart, Ethereum dominance, the Bitcoin dominance we're going to be talking about. We're going to be covering a lot of things in this video. We're going to be talking about the S&P 500. But first, let's have a look at our freaking trades right now. Our trades are absolutely flying right now at the very moment. You guys can see we are absolutely making bank. If you guys have not joined the Discord, and if you guys have not joined the free VIP, make sure you guys essentially join the free VIP, because we are absolutely mooning right now at the very moment. All right, the music is fine. We're currently up 141% our Cardano. We're going to be dissecting all these trades right here. We're up right now on Litecoin 49%. We're up on XRP 95% on XRP. HBAR, we're not up crazy. I did do a 2x leverage right here, so a very small trade on HBAR, but the margin is way bigger. I really like HBAR not only on spot for a long-term hold, but I do like it on as a trade as well. So we're going to be talking about HBAR in just a second. You can't hear. It looks like everyone could hear. What do you mean? Pengu is looking to fly. Penny Harris, good morning. How are you? Anthony, good morning. New me, BTC is flying. Adam K, what do you mean you can't hear? Can you guys confirm with me if you guys could hear or not? Okay, you could hear. That's perfect. Make sure you guys refresh if you guys haven't done so. And pretty much that's about it. So we're going to be having a look at Link. Also, we're going to be having a look at Sui, because these two trades are still in the red. But overall, you could see, guys, we are up 198, close to 200,000. So last week I told you guys not to take a trade. If you guys listened to me, obviously you probably did pretty well. Link and Sui were the only trades that I pretty much left open from last week. Let me see what you guys say right here. Yes, all good with the sound. All right, perfect. If you guys have not liked this stream, make sure you guys like it. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the stream. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, so this is our trades. These are our trades right here. We're going to be talking about the total first. So the total is very important right here. Okay, we know that the total, if you guys remember my last video or my last analysis on Discord, I told you guys that pretty much we need to wait for the total to come back to 3.6. Okay, I mentioned that 3.6 level multiple times. You guys can even look at it on 3.6 right here. And yeah, total still at, yeah, I told you guys right here that I'm expecting a big bounce at 3.6. So we came all the way down to 3.6. I said that maybe we wick fast to 3.55. This was all in the Discord, and this is exactly what happened. Okay, that's exactly what happened. We came down all the way down to 3.6. Now, why did I say 3.6 was an important area? Well, first of all, if we have a look right here, the Fibonacci you take from the bottom to the top, of course, that's the 50%. The 50% is sitting at 3.57, hence why I said we could come back down to 3.55. Now, 3.6 is also a very important level. We have some support right here, a lot of liquidity being built that we need to pretty much come down, clear that liquidity before moving to the upside. And this is exactly what is happening. Okay, so we need to have the 50% retracement from the pump that we had right here. Okay, so let's say a pump is $10,000. Right, we need to have at least a $5,000 correction, which is exactly what is happening right here. And the same thing happened earlier last, not in the last bull market, but in the last pump that we had. You guys can see if I take it from the bottom right here, right before we exploded, right? We started exploding right here. I'm not counting this because this was a nice little, we had a nice little correction, but as soon as we exploded from here, we went from the highs, came back down, retested the 50%. Before exploding again. So that's exactly the same thing that is happening here. Now, here's the big news and the most important news, and why we have to be careful. I would not essentially buy right now at the very moment, because obviously things are up and it's not good to buy the top, right? Here's the most, I don't want to say scary thing, but there's a few things I want to talk about. Number one is, if I take this to the top, we need to, in my opinion, have a 50% retracement on the total. Okay, 3.63 is where I'm going to be going all in if we do reach that. The bad news is that if we continue going up, we could actually get a rejection off the 3.5 or off the 50%. on the Fibonacci at 3.75, okay, which is bad. Okay, this is a very strong resistance right here. You guys can see we got a multiple rejection right here. We got a rejection right here to the upside. We got a rejection right here to the upside. We got multiple rejection to the upside. Now, as soon as we reach this level, this will ultimately be a resistance. Okay, so this was a support right here, and now we flip that support to resistance. So I'm not going to be bullish just yet until we reach at least the 0.618. I will not be taking any more trades. But as of right now, our trades are going up. I'm gonna let these trades run, obviously, but I would be super bullish if we do get a correction, make a lower high right here before exploding to the upside. I would be really bullish, but as of right now, this is what's happening on the Fibonacci levels. We're gonna be talking about the EMAs in just a second, but this is what's happening. Okay, so if we do come up, that could be bad, and we could actually make a lower low, because this would be this sequence right here where we have something like that. Okay, we don't want to see that happening, obviously, so we want to get the correction now before we get to the 0.5%, in my opinion. But this is what is happening. If this makes sense, make sure you guys put a thumbs up. If it doesn't make sense, I'm going to explain to you guys in the Discord. But right here, having a look right here at the EMA ribbons, also on the daily time frame. If I have a look at the, first of all, before having a look at the EMA ribbon, I do want to have a look at the moving averages on Bitcoin. Okay, we did get a nice beautiful bounce off the exponential or the regular 50 moving average right here on Bitcoin, the same way we saw it right here, and the same way we essentially saw right here. Okay, so things are looking good so far. It looks like we could have a V recovery shape right here very quick, but I don't know if we're going to see all-time highs just yet. I don't know if we're going to continue to the upside and see $123,000-$125,000 anytime soon, but anything is possible. Never say never, etc. So that's what's happening on Bitcoin on the moving average. If I have a look right here at the exponential moving average, we did fall below on the 4-hour time frame, and now we're attempting to go back up and pretty much break above these exponential moving average one more time. Okay, so like I said a few minutes ago regarding the Fibonacci levels, this is going to be a very important level to see if Bitcoin can break above $116,000. I will be super bullish if we do so, but like I said, I would like to see a higher low first, and then if we do come back on the total, let's say the 3.63, I would be mega bullish. But as of right now, it looks like it's not happening anytime soon. And pretty much that's about it. Okay, Ethereum, ETH-USDT. Ethereum USDT is looking pretty good. It looks like we're going to complete this V recovery shape, in my opinion. We are breaking above these exponential moving average right here on the daily, on the 4-hour time frame, which is very nice. We know historically every time we are below these EMA ribbons, we're bearish, and as soon as we come above it, we are bullish. Now the big question is will Ethereum close above these exponential moving average on the 4-hour time frame? Because if we do close above it on the 4-hour time frame, which we still have 2 hours left, so we can't get too hyped and too excited, then that's going to be very good. But as of right now, we need to wait for a full confirmation until we could long more Ethereum. But Ethereum, guys, is up 4.2%. Pepe is exploding. Well, kind of exploding right here. Ethereum's exploding. Our trades right here are absolutely getting sent. We are up $107,000 on Cardano. We are up $81,000 on Litecoin, 14% on LTC. I mean, on HBAR, sorry, 22% or 115% right here on XRP. And it looks like these trades are finally recovering, like Link and Sui from last week. Obviously, my entry was a little bit delayed. I did close a little bit of Sui right here, lost $10,000, but in my opinion, we should see a massive reversal, and I will close as soon as these get in profit. I'm gonna be leaving these trades open pretty soon. So Dose, I got it in around 1.46, SPX 69. I think Pengu will do good. By the way, on the Discord, for those of you guys who don't know, if you are trading with BYDFi, the link is in the description below or pinned to the chat. There's going to be a Pengu airdrop, so all you have to do is trade and earn. And when you trade and earn any asset, it doesn't have to literally just be Pengu, it could be any asset on futures. You could get a nice airdrop. So let's say in that event you did $1 million worth of volume, you'll be getting $130. Now keep in mind, $1 million is notional value, so it could be like 100 times the leverage, and then that would be added to the 1 million, and pretty much that's about it. So if you're a whale, let's say, and you trade with like $10,000 and you do a bunch of trades, right, on like, let's say 20x, you could easily reach 100 million. And of course you could get a $10,000 bonus, which is pretty good. And you could also make money. Okay, so you don't have to lose money, you can make money as well. So let's see right here. Thanks for sharing info, Chris. I'm not. Oh, only took trades shared by Anasuda and still holding in profit. All right. Anyways, so that's what's happening right here. Let's have a look at Pengu. I don't have Pengu here on my watch list anymore. I cleared my watch list because it was getting a little bit clustered up. Pengu is looking pretty good. It looks like we did make a nice little bounce right here off this support level, which is looking fantastic. This could potentially be a good long on Pengu right here. Go back and maybe retest all-time highs, of course, depending on how Bitcoin reacts. Bitcoin right now is currently exploding, though. I'm not going to lie. It looks like we are exploding right now on Bitcoin, up 1%, $115,000. 239. It looks like it is reacting pretty good. And if you guys are in my Discord, I literally told you guys to wait for my trades all week. And if you guys have been waiting and if you guys were patient, you guys absolutely printed. Okay, so if we have a look right here on the Discord on the swing channel, okay, if we go back down, I told you guys right here to pretty much long everything: long XRP, long HBAR, long LTC, long PayPay. And I give you guys stop losses, I give you guys take profits, TP1, TP2 on pretty much every single trade. Remember, these trades are absolutely for free on the Discord. I do not charge anything whatsoever, so make sure you guys join the Discord. And if you guys did take these trades right here one by one, yes, at the beginning you were maybe slightly in negative, but like I said, it is very difficult to essentially cash the bottom. I also told you guys to pretty much long Cardano ADA right here, and that was a fantastic long opportunity right here. Where did I say this? Maybe was it a scout signals? No, it was on the VIP chat. No, it was on market analysis. No, it wasn't. It was on VIP chat right here. Anyways, I told you guys to long ADA Cardano right here. This was a beautiful breakout on the trend line. I told you guys I'm longing Cardano here. I said there's no way we dropped 3% more on that. I was so confident on the Cardano trade. I was so confident on the Cardano trade that I told you there's no way we drop more than 3%. Trendline breakout since December 2024. Perfect retest. I don't see how we go below long ADA. I told you this. I was super confident. And if we have a look right here at the charts and we have a look at Cardano and we pulled a 3-day time frame, okay, we came back down. I told you guys on the 3-day, there is no way we come below that. There is absolutely no way. And look what happened. We came back down, bought the perfect bottom, and then boom, exploded to the top side. Beautiful buy on Cardano, and this is literally one of our best trades right here. The margin is only $69,000, and we are up 108,000 compared to, let's say, HBAR, LTC, higher margin. Obviously, the leverage is a little bit, it's 3 times higher than Litecoin, but you guys can see right here, this was literally one of our best trades and a perfect entry. But overall, the rest of the entries were pretty freaking good. Overall, the weekend was a little bit shaky, a little bit of manipulation, but at the end we got the money's worth and we were patient, and now we're getting rewarded. So I believe that Cardano, by the way, will essentially reach $1. I think we're gonna have a nice little upside right here, go to $1.20 very soon. I don't see Cardano falling down below 69 cents. I really do not see it unless some crazy shit happens and hell breaks loose. I really don't see it happening unless, you know, Trump says something and there's World War III. I don't really see it happening. But like I said, in order for me to say mega bullish, guys, I do want to see us retest 3.63. I do want to see it. I'm gonna be even more bullish if we see that happening on the 4-hour time frame or even on the 1-hour time frame. I will be super bullish because, yeah, I don't know if this is we didn't have a proper correction right here. You guys can see we didn't have a proper correction on Cardano. It looks like we're just I mean, on the total, it looks like we're just absolutely going parabolic, which is not, I don't want to say it's a negative sign, but I would like to see 3.63. If we don't get it, we could come back down even lower than 3.56 in the next dump, which is not something I would like to see. Okay, so we're gonna take it day by day. Like I said, guys, I'm not taking any trades. Make sure you guys take some profits if you guys haven't. LTC trade already took TP1, okay, which is fantastic. Make sure you guys are not chasing. $118 for a Litecoin right here. Obviously, if you guys have not been on my Discord and I spoke about Litecoin, this was the beautiful breakout on Litecoin right here. It held $100. I told you guys, Litecoin is on a falling wedge. We're about to pump. Litecoin is on a falling wedge. We're about to pump. And guess what happened? Litecoin never fully broke below this level. Okay, this was a very important level. We had a good order block right here. Of course, this order block became bullish. By the way, guys, we are only at 5 likes You guys want me to rug this live stream? 37 viewers, over 100 people came in, and we are only at 5 likes. That's pretty disappointing. Make sure you guys like the live stream if you guys haven't. Come on, make sure you guys hit the like. Hit the like right now. It's a little bit disappointing. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. Come on guys, don't be shy. Let me have a look right here if I could change the... Alright, anyways. Am I lagging, by the way? I'm not lagging, right? Drop frames 81, 0.2%. Let me know if you guys, if I'm lagging, let me know in the comments below. ETH trade is hitting. What is the next CP on LTC, bro? I bought it when the price was 115, take profit at 120, and when we enter, bro, wow, you got in very, very late. If you are in the Discord, you should have gone in. Guys, I literally dropped a Litecoin trade at 105, 104. You should have gone on Litecoin very, very, very early. My entry was 106 because I added a little bit more, which brought the average up a little bit. But your entry should have, if you're in my Discord, you should have easily been at 106 entry, at least minimum, like maximum, sorry, you shouldn't be more than that. Let's see, let's have a look right here. Litecoin is doing fantastic, obviously. 1 second. By the way, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, I do trade on BYDFi like only, okay? And of course, there's a partnership that I have. If you do deposit, let's say $20,000, you get a $2,000 bonus, and on top of that, you can get access to the free VIP chat. So the VIP chat is completely free. All you have to do is sign up with BYDFi, deposit some funds, and then I'll add you in, and you could start printing with us. And pretty much that's about it. So Litecoin's doing pretty good. Sui, it looks like it's looking a little bit, I don't want to say bearish, but it's not looking, the energy is not there for Sui. XRP is looking pretty good right here. Beautiful, beautiful rebound. Chainlink, it looks like we are attempting to come back up at this support region. Previously support, now again a resistance. Ethereum is indeed on fire, currently exploding right now. It looks like I said we're gonna have that V recovery shape right here. I believe we're gonna have a long at $4,000, or I believe we could reach $4,000 in this leg up on Ethereum. What I'm really bullish about is, forget that Ethereum is on fire. The Ethereum dominance up 11.85% is something that is super bullish. I mean, we are absolutely exploding on the Ethereum dominance. The Bitcoin dominance is crashing once again, or once more, obviously. If we do have this closure below this trend line on the Bitcoin dominance, you could expect the Bitcoin dominance to keep on falling. And the big question is are we finally going to have the altcoin season? Okay, if we have a look right here on the weekly time frame and we open, not the Bollinger Bands, of course, if we open right here the EMA ribbons on the weekly time frame, I told you guys many times that we're not going to see an altcoin season until we close above it, okay, or below it, sorry. We need to see the Bitcoin dominance close below this level right here, below 60% on the weekly. If this happens, the altcoin season will be confirmed and your coins will literally go to freaking heaven. Is KDA taking me back to my entry at 48 today? I don't know if KDA is going back to your entry at 48. I really don't know. On the weekly, KDA, we still need to break important levels on the weekly time frame in order to essentially go up. Pretty much KDA still has not broken these EMA ribbons since the beginning of the year, January 2025. We do have a few rejections right here, which is a little bit disappointing for KDA, but assuming we do break this level right here, we should essentially be going up. I saw that XRP had more volume than ETH on Coinbase, at least I read that. Very possible. A lot of people trade XRP because they think it's going to go to $10,000, but I don't know if KDA is and will go to 48 cents today. Yeah, the pump is a little bit slow compared to others, 2.71%. I mean, you got Litecoin right now absolutely shredding. Litecoin has been completely dominating the market. People are like, oh, Litecoin is not going to do anything. It's dead coin. I mean, it's not going to go up. Guys, Litecoin is about to literally explode. Like, in my opinion, I will probably leave this trade. I don't think we're coming back down to 106. Okay, we had the correction on Litecoin. I really don't think we're coming back down to 106. maybe 110, but I really don't think this is the resistance right here on Litecoin on the 6-month time frame. Okay, Litecoin is about to have a historical breakout that we have never seen before, and in my opinion, easily $190 should be your first your take profit. Like, take profit along the way, of course, 25, maybe 10, and then leave the last like maybe 20% for $190, because assuming we do, bro, Litecoin is finally waking up. It's like saying, why is XRP shredding? You know, I told you guys many times that I'm so bullish on Litecoin, and people think it's gonna be a pump and dump, but it's not. It's literally been absolutely dominating the market in the past 2 weeks. Litecoin has actually been dominating the market in the past 2 weeks. And if I do 190 right here, I mean, we're looking at 350% return on 5x with $549,000 worth of gain. Of course, I'm not even counting the rest, but you know how crazy this is? Do you know how insane Litecoin is about to be? God damn, like, people just don't listen. When I wrote on Twitter that I'm longing Litecoin, everyone's like, why would you long Litecoin, bro? Like, what are you doing? Anyway, so that's that right here on the 6 months. Nothing too crazy. Let's have a look right here. Let's have a look right here at Bitcoin. I do want to have a look right here at Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. 1 second. Actually, Ethereum is the most interesting part right here. Let's have a look right here at Ethereum. Let me take away right here these exponential moving average. We do have a pretty strong order block right here. I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty decent. This is a pretty strong order block on Ethereum, so we're gonna have to be careful what happens here. I would be super bullish when we if we do break that, but we know what happened when we essentially when that order block was created, right? We came down, and yeah, I mean, we pretty much started to create this whole pattern, right? We went all the way from 3,679 to 3,359 or 58. Okay, so this is a pretty strong order block. We're gonna have to be careful and see if Ethereum can potentially break above that and close above it on the 15-minute time frame. If we do that, I'm gonna be super bullish, and pretty much that's about it. Yeah, I noticed LTC didn't dump. Yeah, LTC did not dump, and I don't think we're gonna go below $110 ever again. Can you check SPX? Yeah, I'll check SPX right here. Let me see. Yeah, SPX is looking good, honestly. It looks like we're coming back above the resistance, which was previously resistance. Now it's flipping to support again. It's looking really good right now. Let's have a look right here. We could definitely have a run right here to 1.88 on the 50% before coming back down and correcting. This could be a potentially good sell opportunity for those of you guys who are in this long. And regarding a pullback, we could definitely see a pullback. Yeah, I mean, depending on how this go, we could definitely see a pullback at 1.56, but I believe that the 50% is a good sell target for SPX right here. Yeah, 1.85. I don't know if it's gonna happen today, maybe in the next couple of days, but 6%, I think that could definitely happen, and we could definitely see that happening. Let's have a look at the EMA ribbons real quick. Bollinger Bands, no, that's not what I wanted to have a look at. Yeah, it looks like we're also getting rejected at the last exponential moving average right here on SPX. I would probably take some profit right here just in case we don't manage to break above that. So obviously every indicator is going to tell you a different story. We already got rejected right here off the EMA when we came below, right? We came below, came back down, got rejected, and then bang. I'm not saying we're going to see the same move that we saw right here, but this could be a good potential take profit point right here. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, I mean, but you know, like every time we are above it, we're pretty bullish. So I would like to see SPX to pretty much maybe come back up, come back down, retest EMA, and then this would be a potential good long to essentially add. Chainlink also at the EMA, H bar breaking the EMA, Bitcoin at the EMA, Ethereum is cracking the EMA like there's no tomorrow. XLM2, we came back down, retested. This could potentially be a good long also. BNB also, I'm looking for a BNB long as well. I think that BNB will reach again all-time highs. I think this is going to be one of the easier trades to do. We're just waiting on confirmation. Pepe has been a little bit sleepy, nothing too crazy. Yeah, Let's have a look right here at the Discord. What is everyone saying? Yodos, I was not able to see the swing signals. Are you in the VIP, bro? I don't understand. What do you mean? Are you in VIP? Yeah, guys, if you want to join your VIP, you need to go ahead and click on VIP, free VIP access right here, and then put your BYDFi UID. Free VIP is only accessible to BYDFi members. Not only can you get a $2,000 bonus right here, but of course you need to deposit $500, and then if you do deposit $500, you could get a bonus of up to $100, which is, in my opinion, pretty freaking fantastic. Okay, so if you guys do want that, if you guys do want the bonus, make sure you guys sign up with BYDFi. The link will be pinned to the top or in the link in the description below if you guys are interested. But yeah, that's about it. This is our trades right now. I'm gonna leave this running for a little bit, see what could potentially happen. It looks like Litecoin keeps on making highs right here. Yeah, Litecoin is looking pretty good. Litecoin's looking fantastic. Cannot complain the way how Litecoin's doing. One second. Okay, first of all, for newcomers who are joining the Discord, okay, I do want to say something. This guy is attempting to get scammed, and he asked me right here in the group, he said, do I have a week's affiliate? Okay, I only have BYDFi. If you want rewards, use BYDFi only. Okay, now a lot of people for some reason don't know how to read. Okay, I said it multiple times, guys, I will never DM you. Reminder, said it multiple times. Okay, there's a red flag. Like, a lot of people don't read it, but I literally said it multiple times that I will never ever DM you first, unless of course I say it in the chat. But I will never send you links. Like, who the hell clicks on links when there's, it just does not make sense. It does not make any sense. Please stop clicking on random links. Stop clicking on random shit, please. I will never send you a yeah, I will never ever add you, and I would never add you, send you anything or any weird shit like that. And block your DMs. If you guys have not blocked your DMs and friend requests, make sure you guys do it right now. There's a lot of scammers in the crypto space. Are you bullish on BONK though? Looks like it hasn't moved that much yet. Let's have a look at BONK. Is BONK here? I don't have BONK here. I have to clean my chat, but I should be having BONK here. Let's have it. BTC.D. Oh, I do have it. Where's BONK? Wait, what? Am I blind? Where's BONK? Alright, let's add it. BONK USDT.P. Alright, let's just do OKX right here. It doesn't matter. I don't like the OKX chart, but it's okay. Alright, having a look right here at BONK. I do want to have a look at BONK right here on the weekly time frame. It looks like we attempted to break above that level right here. You guys can see we attempted to break above this level and we failed. Yeah, so this was a cross support resistance right here, where we pretty much kept on rebounding, came back down, and we got rejected right here. I'm looking for a buy opportunity around 22. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but it's very possible that we come back down right here before going back up. Another thing is this trend line right here. If we do break back above this level right here, let's say 39, if we do come above this level, we could see a move to 11. Okay, so from here, let's say you buy right here, and then you take it to the top, that would be a 435% pump. Of course, if you're holding on spot, if you are holding or if you are trading, we'll be talking about that on the Discord as well. When do you take profit on what? I didn't take profit yet. I didn't take profit on anything. I took like maybe like 5% profit on all these positions. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I didn't really take that much profit. I just wanted to cover the fees right here because I was a negative on the fees. And in case something happens, I want to make sure that at least the fees are covered. And on top of that, I want to take some extra profit or a little bit of profit. So yeah, I decided to make everything green right here. Even by the way, our link trade, I do want to say we might be down 23K, but we were technically in profit of $2,500 because we took some profit at the top. Okay, I do want to say that. 110K, 112K retest or nah? Let's have a look at the 4 hour, actually on the 1 hour. That's a little bit of a stretch, VA Emirate. I don't know if we're gonna get the retest. I don't know if we're gonna get the retest to that level. Maybe 113,000. 113,659. I don't know if we're gonna get 110, but here's the thing. Like I said, if we go back to the total right here, we could potentially get the retest if we go all the way to the 50% right here on the fibs. Okay, so if I take the fibs from the top to the bottom, the 50% is currently sitting right now at 3.74. If we do get a rejection, all right, if we do get a rejection, we should come down and unfortunately come below 3.57 in my opinion. It's not going to be the best sign. Of course, it's going to be pretty, I don't want to say bearish, but I think we're going to see one last flush. That's why I said multiple times that I would be super bullish if we essentially came down and retested 3.62 and then continued to the upside. Because right now we're leaving a lot of liquidity behind. We're leaving liquidity behind, and you don't want to be doing this. You just can't go up like that. You cannot. It's not good. And unfortunately, that's not how market makers go. So in my opinion, we're most likely going to reach 3.74, maybe do something like that, come back, fake out, and then come back down and even come below, continue below like 3.45 in my opinion. We're going to have to see what happens here. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to close a lot of positions right here at 3.74 if we do get that. But I'm not a big fan right here of the total reaching 3.74 before we have a correction at 3.63. It is not looking so nice. So regarding the 110K to 112K retest, very possible if we do reach this first. But like I said, I'm not going to be taking any shorts, but I will be cutting 50% of my longs right here on pretty much all of them. I will be cutting 50% on Cardano, Litecoin, HBAR, XRP, and PayPay, and I will be updating you guys on the Discord, of course, if this does happen. Okay, we cannot go. We're leaving a lot of liquidity behind. People, we need, like, unfortunately, market makers, this is how they play. It's not. I'm not a market maker myself, but you know, when you look at these 50% and like on the S&P too, like we know that we always come back down and retest the 50%. Like I've said it multiple times. This is how pretty much market makers, you know, play. That's just how it is, guys. I mean, you're not really, you can't really do anything about it. If you take this from the bottom to the top, right, this was the top before the correction happened. We came down and retested the 50% right here. Okay, we came down, retested wick below the 6.18, but ultimately I told you guys that this was going to be the bottom, and pretty much that's exactly what happened. Okay, now the same thing is potentially happening right here. If I take this right and I bring it to the top, sorry, not even here, it's actually right here. Bring it to the top right here, we're very close on the daily to pretty much coming back down and retesting the 50%. So we have not yet retested the 50% on the fibs on the S&P 500. So assuming this is a fake out and we do come back down to the 50% at 6,172, that will most likely mean Bitcoin will bleed and it just will not be good for your altcoins. But as of right now, we're gonna take it day by day, hour by hour. I'm not taking any new more trades. If you guys want my next trade, make sure you guys pretty much join the Discord. It's free. I'm not charging you guys. But yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. You're going to have to see like a correction soon, right? You're going to have to see a correction sooner than later. Even if it's a small one. Yeah. I think, I mean, we're most likely going to reach 3.74. It looks like we're going to reach it today. We're $20 billion away. Yeah, we're Yeah, we're 0.5% away. I'm gonna be taking profits right here. 50%. Doesn't matter if our TPs are not hit, but I will be taking 50%. All right, let's see what happens right here on the 1 hour. Yeah, the 50% is a strong order block too. Look at that. This is a very strong order block on the 50%. About time we got a little chop more. Yeah, very possible. Possible that we have more choppy action. Litecoin has been doing so freaking good though. Literally cannot deny Litecoin, man. We were all in red. I mean, just a couple days ago, if I even posted it on X right here, just a couple days ago, we were literally getting shredded. Yeah, right here, I said nice. Like, we were down like crazy on everything. We were getting absolutely destroyed. I had to like move money from my ledger, and I was like I was getting some liquidation prices on like some assets like Chainlink, but XRP and SUI, etc. Like all these things that were high leverage, Link, XRP. And then I was like, all right, I need to lower the leverage. So I went 5x on Litecoin, I went 2x on HBAR. And of course, this is cross margin. So depending on how hard they were falling. So I had to freaking top up my account with a little bit more money just to not get liquidated. And now look at this. We don't really have liquidation prices anymore except for Cardano sitting at 13 cents. It is cross, and pretty much that's about it. And we were able to make like crazy gains. Of course, this is all unrealized yet. So until I close it, this is just on paper. So it doesn't really mean shit. No excitement yet. But yeah, it's freaking crazy, man. I did not sleep all weekend. Like, it was a little bit stressful, not gonna lie. But we were able to freaking maintain it, which is pretty nice. Wow, Litecoin is very close to cracking $120. That could be that could be super bullish right here. Wow, Litecoin is absolutely killing it. I mean, look at this. If you guys took this trade, you're cooking. I mean, I told you guys about this trade right here. I told you guys that this is going to be very good and very bullish. This is exactly what is happening right now at the very moment, which is looking freaking amazing. It's looking fantastic. Our trade on Litecoin is looking beautiful. Pal says, can you analyze SEUSDT? Let's have a look at SE. Let's have a look right here on the 4-hour time frame. Guys, it's 7:37 in the morning. I've been up since like 4 in the morning. I think SE can make a run right here to this order block at 32 cents. Ultimately, we do have this last order block right here. I put it in the Discord, LTC, Sol, and Pi. I mean, I didn't see that in the Discord, but we got in right here at 106. We got on Litecoin at 106, and we're absolutely printing right now. Sol and Pi, I didn't buy Sol and Pi. But having a look right here real quick, it looks like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour are slowly flipping bullish, 4 hours still bearish, 1 hour is still bearish. Like I said, everything's going to depend on the total, but if we have a look right here at the EMA ribbon, oh, this is Bollinger, sorry. It looks like we are still below, and it looks like we did get rejected by the last exponential moving average right here if we zoom in. Until we have a change of structure, I don't see it being bullish. I don't see it being bullish. Yeah. Called it like 5 weeks ago. Yeah, I did not call it 5 weeks ago, but we did take the trade at $92, I believe. That was not 5 weeks ago, but we took a long right here at $92 or 97. No, it was 92. We took it all the way to 116, and then we added more right here. Yeah, we did something like that. Took profit at 116. It topped up at 122. Yeah, topped up at 122. So obviously we could have let the trade run a little bit longer, but we didn't do that. And then we bought again at 106 again because this was a beautiful rejection. W pattern that made the breakout, retest, explosion. Pretty simple in my opinion. Pretty simple. Litecoin has been performing very good, and it's been respecting the analysis very good as well. Chris V8, yo, morning Mr. Dose, how are you doing? But yeah, I mean, on the weekly, Litecoin, it's been really respecting this the patterns. Not only did we get the rebound off the moving average, but it's been respecting this level. W pattern right here, beautiful W pattern, a long one too, from March 2025 on the 3-day. Came back down, bang, retested the breakout, and then we're most likely gonna explode in the next few days. We're probably gonna go to like 135. AVAX USDT. Let's have a look right here at AVAX USDT. Oh, AVAX reached our target. Look at that. I forgot to make a... Oh my god, I was literally waiting for AVAX to reach 20.5. Yeah, I know it says 20.4, but you know, you're not gonna get obviously on the dot. Did we reach 20.5? Yeah, we did reach 20.5. That was supposed to be... I was supposed to actually have a long there and completely forgot because AVAX is not here. Yeah, I need to add AVAX to my watch list. But this should be a potential good opportunity for AVAX in my opinion. Here, I added AVAX currently at 5.2%. We should start to see a reversal right here on the daily time frame in my opinion. I think this was the bottom right here. Yeah, and if we do see the total keep on flying, keep on going up, we should see AVAX run all the way to $32 in my opinion. AVAX is pretty good. Yeah, I like AVAX. We do have a order block right here. That's 32 bucks. Damn it, how did I miss this trade? I mean, it's okay, you can't catch all of them. I don't have a million eyes. I meant to ask you, I know there's but a position that has been built up and is in a good profit. Do you prefer to up the leverage or add to the position? I don't like to do that typically. I like to just leave it as is, maybe take profit. And if it's this high, I don't like to add or build it up. No, because the thing is that if I do add, let's say 30 more percent, I'm gonna get cooked. I'm gonna get absolutely wrecked, because assuming it comes down like 20%, not 20%, but like it comes down like 3-4% with the leverage, it could be, you know, over 20%. You could, yeah, I'm not a fan of adding if it's this high. I like to add slowly, layer in as it's going down. So for Litecoin, let's say, just a quick example, I added Litecoin right here at like 106, I added at 103, and then I added again at 108. So obviously if you're adding like that, that's fine if you're layering it in. But if it's already like up this high, you don't want to risk that, because you could break even, let's say at 112, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want to break even at 112. And most of the time in my past trading experience where I did add up, I'm like, oh, it's exploding, let me add more. I ended up getting wrecked, and my profits were eaten up, and I got scared and I got completely destroyed. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to break even. I don't want to enter negative. You know, I just don't like to do that personally. Your total average also increases like crazy depending on how much you put. Yeah, exactly. When you're layering it is better as you go down. That's good when you're adding, even if it goes down a little bit. But when it's exploding like that, you just want to let it ride. You know, you don't want to be too greedy, because greed is going to end up wrecking you. I'm sure we've all been there. I've been there like a bunch of times at the beginning of my trading career, and I ended up losing a bunch of times. It was not fun. 113,400. I could see 113,400. Yeah, I could see 113,400. I did say that that would be the 50% retrace right here on the 1 hour. I could see that happening if I take it from the bottom to the top. Yeah, 113,400, 113,635, depending on where you draw this. But I could definitely see this happening. If this was the top right here. TA on Pump USDT. All right, the Ponzi again. The Ponzi of Pump. Listen, Pump, it's sitting at 3 billion, right? 3 billion market cap, assuming the thing is at 3 trillion, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this chart, to be honest. It looks like it's reversing, but I feel like this is just going to be a dead cat bounce. I don't like Pump, and the reason why I don't like Pump, it's because Alon, or whatever his name is, yeah, I mean, he stopped tweeting. He pretty much made the freaking coin. He stopped tweeting about it, and everyone got wrecked. But I don't know if I would buy Pump. The reason why is because BONK revenue is higher right now than the Pump. People cannot graduate Pump Fund tokens anymore. All the money is actually flowing into bonk.fund or let's bonk.fund, something like that. Yeah, I would not touch this if I were you guys. Of course it could go up, of course. I'm not saying it can go down, but I would not touch it. MK1 Golf, let's see what you're saying. It's pulling back. This was daily pullback. I'm not touching pump with 10-foot bar. Yeah. If we can break 116, we go to 100k. If we can break 100, if we could break 116, we go to 129k. Where are you guys pulling this information from? It's actually the opposite. I really do think it's the opposite. I don't like to have a look at this. I like to have a look at the total because it just makes more sense. But I don't know. If we get rejected at the 3.75 right here, we're most likely going to make a lower high. Yeah, we're most likely going to come back down and make a lower low. Most likely. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'd rather have the correction right now and then come to the upside than get rejected at 3.75, because that would be very, very, very bad if we get rejected at 3.75. We do have a strong order block right here and right here, so this area right here is a pretty strong order block. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, I mean, it's not looking good right now. So if we break and close above 116, why would we dump, bro? If we close above 116 right now today, let's say, I'm gonna close like 50% of my positions. We're most likely gonna see a pullback to 108 on Bitcoin. You might remember I said before the market open, we Wednesday on BTC still 150,000. It seems to be doing that. How high did Bitcoin go? Oh yeah, it reached 115,500. Yeah, but everything's gonna depend on the total. Like, total is like more accurate in my opinion, more accurate information. But of course you could look at Bitcoin 2 alone. But I prefer to look at the total. I think it's very important. I told you guys in the total that we're gonna come back down and retest 3.6 or 3.55. I said we could wake down to 3.55, and that's exactly what happened. We went down to 3.6, retested 3.55 exactly as I mentioned, and then we essentially took it to the upside. We took it to the upside, got a nice little rebound, but 3.45, let's say, is not out of the picture. It's not out of the picture right here, and I'll tell you guys why. Because of this local highs right here, the previous all-time high. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's not out of the picture. This could definitely be a dead cat bounce right here, depending on how high we go. But like I said, I told you guys many times that I would be super bullish if we come back down and retest 3.6, 3.63. It looks like that did not happen, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's see. At the lake in France, tell me if you take profit those. I will. Terrible excuse. I'm on holiday in France too and joining. You got kids? Ah, that's funny. So let's see if my pullback theory is also right. I mentioned total also in the VIP chat for retracement. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Did we get rejected here? Yeah, I mean, we also do have a resistance right here. Yeah, this is a I think this is not good. This is actually not good in my opinion. I don't know. This is not looking good. I might take some profit. All right, we're gonna have to see how this candle closes in the next 11 minutes. But 3.5 is not out of the we're not completely out of the woods. I do want to clarify that, because we never ever had that lower high right here, or that higher low, sorry. Guys, make sure you guys sign up with BYDFi right here. Get up to $2,000 bonus right here. No KYC if you guys are interested, and you can also get access to my my VIP chat right here. If you do sign up, this is for BYDFi members only. You can get access to scalp signals, swing signals, market analysis right here in VIP chat if you guys are interested. For information, brother, look at the daily chart. We've just repeated the same pattern 3 times. We've already made it 3 times. What do you mean we repeated the same pattern 3 times? This is this song. Are you guys talking about this song? Uh, 116 dump to 100K. Oh, are you talking about the previous pattern that we saw right here? Is this what you're talking about? What we saw right here? You're saying this could be repeated? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be repeated exactly as is. I also don't think we go to back to $100,000. I really don't think we go back to $100. $100,000 is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, maybe 106. I don't see Bitcoin really going below 106. Yeah, I don't see that happening. 30% dips are possible, but this is, you need to understand that this is like not like, look, we saw a 12% dip right here and people thought we were entering a bear market. The higher Bitcoin goes, it's going to be very difficult. This is not going to be like the previous bear markets or bull cycles where you get 40% dumps all the time. You got a lot of institutions in it. You got Michael Saylor, you got all the banks, everyone's getting into Bitcoin. Like every 10% dump that they're gonna get, they're gonna buy. Like 10% is a huge discount. We're talking about people with multi-trillion-dollar institutions, multi-billion-dollar like accounts. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the same 30% dump like we're gonna get or 40%, sorry, like we saw in the previous bull market. I mean, that would just be really, really crazy. We saw 32% right here. And then we saw one that was 12%. I don't think, like, we could definitely see another one that's like 15%. I don't think we're gonna get a 30% dump. That would be yeah, that would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be insane. I really don't think this would happen. Corrections are getting lower. I mean, they're getting shorter and shorter as we come down. As we go up, they're getting shorter and in percentage terms, because you have more institutions coming in, more people holding the price, etc. It's not, before it was just retail and maybe 2 or 3 institutions, you know what I'm saying? Now you got big players in the game, and they're gonna make sure that Bitcoin is not as crazy as what it was once. You know, we're not gonna see these 50% retracement and then 200% pump, 50% retracement, 200%. That would be insane though. A lot of people are talking about this chart though, on Bitstamp. I think it's the weekly right here. People are talking about this crazy chart how Bitcoin is like yeah, people are talking about this chart right here, like this insane chart, how Bitcoin can go to like, I don't even know, like $1 million. It looks, I think it looks different on the log chart. I like log personally, but people are like, oh look, we just broke a crazy resistance. Like it started right here, and then we got a double top rejection right here off the resistance, and then we got another one right here back at the beginning of 2024. And the interesting part about all this is that we came back down and we retested that rejection right here on the weekly time frame. And not only did we break out of it, where we retested, and then a lot of people are calling for Bitcoin to go to like $300,000 and to see a massive parabolic run right here in the next coming months or even years, which is pretty interesting right here for Bitcoin. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy chart. Really crazy. I don't know if this is gonna happen, obviously, but I personally, I like to use log. I don't like to use the regular. And you guys can see if you do log, it's completely different. But this is what, I don't know, people are on Twitter are doing crazy prediction, and they're saying Bitcoin's going to like $11.5 million. I don't know. I've just seen BTCs moving with some speed. Can you look at Penguin, please? Pengu? Penguin. Grown man talking about penguin and pungy penguins. It looks like it's starting to reverse right here. It looks like Pengu's starting to reverse right here. We did break this trend line right here. Obviously, we were a little bit oversold on the stock RSI. Nope, this is not a stock RSI right here. This is a stock RSI. We were really oversold right here. It looks like we are flipping to the upside. I think whatever happens to Bitcoin, whether it's a dump or pump, I believe that Pengu could come back and at least retest 43, which could be a pretty nice pump from here. It would be 24% pump from here. By the way, I do have a Pengu event going on my Discord. If you guys are not in my Discord, you guys can get up to $10,000 worth of Pengu if you trade anything USDT related on BYDFi. Okay, so if you guys sign up with the link in the description below and sign up with BYDFi, I could give you guys the event right here. It does end very soon. It ends in approximately, yeah, it ends in 4 days. So people who have been trading on BYDFi are accumulating a shit ton of volume right here. We'll be getting anywhere between $800 and $2,500 airdrop of Pengu. Obviously, if you did trade above $100 million worth, with leverage, of course. Okay, so this is counted with leverage. You will be getting a $10,000 airdrop. So if you're a whale, not only can you get a $2,000 bonus, but you could get maybe a $10,000 airdrop. Who knows? But Pengu looks good. I like Pengu here. Do we have a change of structure on the 4 hour? No. Yeah, I would like to see Pengu clear this order block right here on the 4 hour. If this does happen, this would be a positive change of structure, and we could essentially, you know, pretty much continue to the upside, maybe make all-time highs again, etc. Bitcoin's not looking so good. It's looking a little bit shaky though, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Bitcoin's looking a little bit shaky. It looks like we might get that correction that I spoke about yesterday. We were pretty close of reaching 113,724. I think we're gonna get it. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that. I don't know if it's going to be today, but it looks like this was some sort of top right here on Bitcoin. Gonna have to see what happens. If you guys have not subscribed to the live stream, make sure you guys subscribe to the stream. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the stream if you guys have not. Wow, a lot of liquidation longs right now on Ethereum. 69,000 liquidated here. Let's have a look right here at the liquidation chart right here real quick. Yeah, so a few people are getting liquidated, a few longs right here. Wow, the largest single liquidations happen on Bybit, $13 million. That's crazy. 71,000 traders were liquidated, and total liquidation comes at $181 million in the last 24 hours. Yeah. All right, let's see the breaking news right here. Breaking: the European Union will delay planned US tariffs for 6 months to allow for trade talks with President Trump. Let's have a look on X. I'm assuming this was, wow, Trump will raise tariff on India? Why? I'm assuming he got this from Walter Bloomberg. He likes to tweet in caps. Truth on social: India is buying massive amount of Russian oil. Trump: India is not only buying Russian oil, they are selling it. Oh yeah, what's this right here? EU to suspend trade countermeasures on US by 6 months. Wow. I studied finance and economics back in college, but it's like whatever. That didn't really help me. Like, I learned that there's a few things that obviously helped me, but I got into trading even before that. It started with like this. I've been into trading, like I've always wanted to get into trading since wow, since I was maybe like 14 years old. Yeah, I was looking at like yeah, like TD Ameritrade and like all these stock platforms in high school, and I couldn't do it. I was like 14 years old, 15 years old. I didn't have like, I wasn't 18 to open an account or whatnot. And I was just reading charts. I was learning in high school, and I was like, I wanted to get into investment banking at one point after college, but then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna break my ass all day. I'm just gonna open a YouTube channel. No, I'm kidding. And then I started trading, obviously, and then my friends were like, yo, you need to help us make money or whatever. So I opened a YouTube channel specifically for my friends, for like my 15 friends, because they were all calling me, and I'm like, guys, fuck you guys, like just go to my YouTube channel. I'm opening it for you guys. And one day I woke up and I had like 500 subscribers. Like, I don't know how, but I had like 500 subscribers, and then I was like, all right, maybe I'll make YouTube out of it. Maybe I'm gonna create free content for people. Why not? But that's the story, fam. Bitcoin dominance keeps on dumping, which is really good for altcoins. Ethereum dominance keeps on pumping, which is fantastic for altcoins as well. XRP looks like we're just maybe going to consolidate, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens right here with Bitcoin. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what happens with Bitcoin right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin right here in the next hour or so. That's going to be an interesting candle. That is going to be an interesting candle. We saw a bunch of these fake outs on Bitcoin, by the way. I do want to clarify. We saw one right here. And they're literally the similar candles where people think that this is a bearish candle and then we end up pumping. So we saw a bearish candle right here. We saw another one right here. And then we're seeing another one right here. And they all resulted in pumps. They all resulted in pumps. So I would be careful right here shorting Bitcoin. I would not short Bitcoin if I were you guys. Please, can someone send like $1 Solana or Bitcoin? Why do you want $1 Solana or Bitcoin? If everyone sends it to you, you're gonna have thousands of dollars. If Bitcoin goes sideways, maybe we could get alts pumping. I agree with that. I get to sleep for 1 hour. I hope nothing bad happens. I go to sleep for 1 hour. Man, I have PTSD from sleeping. I'm not even kidding. Like, no, I'm kidding. I don't really, because I don't have a liquidation price, but I have fear of missing out a potential dump that could be a missed out opportunity, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm not scared that my positions will go to shit, but I'm scared that it's gonna dump and then I could be buying, because I don't like to set limit orders. If you guys want me to be honest, I don't like to set limit orders. Guys, 1 second. I will be back shortly. Going to leave this open. I will be back shortly.
I'm torn apart. The way you end it. Is this the way you make me fall apart? Is this the way you break a good girl's heart? The way how you saw it. Is this the way how you planned it from the start? Is this the way how you lived it in your mind? Is this the way how you end it? Is this the way how you make me fall apart? Is this the way how you break a good girl's heart? I'm torn apart. The way you end it. Is this the way you make me fall apart? Is this the way you break a good girl's heart?
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I apologize in advance. I have to take care of a few things. I might leave. Yeah, I might need to leave the stream soon. I might need to leave the stream soon. But I'm not sure yet. I will let you guys know if I need to leave the stream soon, but as of right now, I don't need to at the moment. Yeah, so we're just waiting for this hourly to close. This is going to be an interesting hourly, just going back to it. Yeah, we have this is a pretty strong order block right here. I'm not going to lie. Pretty strong order block, like I said a few minutes ago. I do think we could come back to 3,800, retest this order block right here, maybe 3,873. It wouldn't be the biggest dump. We're looking at a 0.8% dump, nothing too crazy. Very possible that this happens. Wow, Ethereum dominance is just super strong right now. Super strong. Ethereum.D is super strong right now, looking very bullish. Ethereum is looking very bullish too. Total is looking super bullish. Looks like we got the rejection at 2.73. Yeah, crypto's looking not bad. I will be dropping my next move though, and I'll be dropping my next move very soon on the Discord. So the free VIP is completely free for those of you guys who don't know. For those of you guys who are new, whether there's 1 or 2 new viewers here, I do have free VIP access on my Discord. You can get access to pretty much scalp signals, swing signals, market analysis, and VIP chat. If you guys are of course interested, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below if you guys are interested. I know a lot of people maybe are not interested, maybe people don't give a shit. It's completely okay, but if you guys are interested, you want to maybe improve your trading, you want some deeper insights, make sure you guys join the Discord. The link will be in the description below if you guys are interested, and I will pin Discord right here for you guys. Make sure y'all join the Discord. Can you hear me now? Your volume is coming in low today, workable, but not like usual. I know. I I need to take care of that. Am I sleeping? I woke up at 4 in the morning. It's only morning for me. It's 8:30 in the morning right now. I'm tired, yeah, but I don't like to sleep during the day. I think that's a waste of time. I do think that that's a waste of time. I know I look tired. I sleep like maybe 4 hours a night, but I just can't sleep more than that. It's bad. I know I should be getting 8 hours of sleep. I should be getting 8 hours of sleep, but I don't want to kill my day. My day is just starting. After this live stream, I'm gonna cook, hit the gym, obviously, go out. Like, I just don't like to waste the day sleeping. I don't think that's good. I think life is too short for that. One second, guys. It varies, but if average person were regularly say, yeah, I know, 7 hours to 7.5 is what I should be getting. I agree. I don't get that. I don't get that. I'm gonna try to fix my sleeping pattern, but I don't get that. Guys, I think I have to go because I do have a few calls I need to take. Yeah, there's a few calls I need to take. I might go live later today. I'm not sure yet. Is there a point in time where you're considering to take a few months break from trading, like once we're in a bear market lows before we get into interesting entry points? No, in the bear market, I usually short most of the time. Bear market, I usually short. I might be less active. Yeah, like in bear markets, I'm definitely less active. But I'll take more shorts than longs on a bear market. But there's when you're trading, you're making money both sides. You're making money both sides when you're trading. It's not just it's not longs only. But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I do have to take a few calls. I have to take care of a few things in real life that's away from crypto. So anyways, I'll see you guys in my Discord. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I might go live a little bit later. I'm not sure yet. Depending when. It could be really late for Europe time, but we're gonna have to see. Anyways, fam, I'll catch you guys in my Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The link's in the description below. And if you guys have not signed up with BYDFi right here, you can get some pretty nice bonuses up to $2,000. Make sure you guys join BYDFi, and you can get access to the VIP as well. Peace out, fam.